Hello, this is Asa Leveaux, founder of Genius Academy. And what I do for a living, in case you just don't know, what I do for a living is I train aspiring entrepreneurs to create their next $10,000 in business. So the topic I have for today is, do Black entrepreneurs smile? Well, I am a Black entrepreneur, and right now I am smiling. I believe in letting the world find evidence in the joy and the bliss of my day or what's going on with me. So, yeah. The reason why I have this question is I pose this question for this conversation is because a number of things. So, number one, I have a white female friend, a white woman friend, and she was getting ready to do some Facebook ads, and she wanted to target Black women. And she was asking me what pictures go. Like, what do you think? She's asking my opinion. I get it. I'm not a Black woman. However, I was birthed by one, and my world resides around Black women. So she asked me. There you have it. And I was like, no, not that. And then one particular image, it showed a very, very bright, smiling Black woman entrepreneur. And I said, not that one. Not that one. I said, for what you are going for, your specific thing that you are selling, to have that vibrant Black entrepreneur, I don't know if that particular portion of Black women will respond positively to that particular image. All right, let's fast forward to something else. Let's fast forward to a mentor of mine that's here locally. I'm from Oklahoma City. You can tell me where, feel free to tell me where you are right now. I'm in Oklahoma City. And this mentor, he finds value in me being the Asa that you see right now. The audacious one, the larger than life one, the outside the box one, realizing that there is no damn box actually. And he wanted to know why in my text communication I didn't send any exclamation points or emojis and all that stuff. And my one response was, well, my thing is, I've been in the military 16 years, and anything that's actually typed out, I don't care if it's a text or an email, I've learned that's a CYA moment. Like, I am texting or emailing to cover my ass in the event you want to act brand new on what the hell I told you earlier. So that's why when I text or I message, it can be deemed dry because it's a CYA thing. And then I also stated, I don't want to be seen as a smiling coon. And of course that went like, what? What do you mean you don't be seen as a smiling coon? I don't want to be seen as a Black person who is smiling for your benefit. I don't want to have the Angel Mama, Uncle Ben narrative. Like, I don't want me to feel like I am a grinning Negro on a plantation when shit's hard and you expect me to grin, because I don't really fucking feel like grinning right now. So, of course, we had to... I needed to have an inner dialogue with myself around that particular narrative that I was choosing for myself. And it is true. I get it. I don't want to be seen as a smiling, grinning, cooning Black person in 2018. We all want to be woke, right? We all want to do things differently or contrary to our ancestors, what they had to do. And a lot of us, we don't like, I don't have to do that. If I don't feel like grinning, I'm not going to be grinning. How about that? So I took that and started to ask myself, why have I identified with the struggle of the culture experience that I share with so many millions of other people? And after asking myself that, I realized I choose to no longer accept the narrative or play part in the narrative of I don't smile so that I can be seen or I can be deemed black enough, or a version of black that other black people or other races, whatever, deem valuable. When I've learned that identifying to the point that I dismiss the Asa, it's no longer an identification that is doing me anything positive at all. At all. And so I asked this question, do black entrepreneurs smile? Because a lot of times I feel like we don't. A lot of times I feel like we don't. And we'd rather keep the image of the struggle so that we can be more acceptable to our family members. We want to keep the idea of the struggle so that we can be deemed as grounded or as woke, because there is a quote, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, that to be black in America is to be lived in a constant place of pissosity or anger or frustration. It's a James Baldwin quote, but I'm paraphrasing it. And I don't accept that. I don't accept that to be black, I have to be pissed off every single fucking day. No, I don't accept that. I don't accept that at all for myself. I don't accept that for my siblings, my son, who identifies, even though he's of mixed race, mixed heritage, he identifies as black. And I asked him one day, I said, why don't you identify as Hispanic and black? And he says, because at my school, to be black is to be cool. So black kids are cool. Black people are cool. And that kind of blew my mind. And so I don't want to give an undue cultural handcuff to my child or to anyone else and say this is what right looks like just because that's something I'm used to, if that makes sense. So I asked that question. I want to know if you are a black entrepreneur, do you smile? And do you ever feel the need, or do you ever feel like you are being judged because you smile? And do you ever feel like you're accepted more when you don't? Okay? I understand that this conversation isn't for all the people that follow me. I get it. I don't have conversations all the time that's for everybody. I get that. But it's just something that it's been on my mind. And like I said, I don't desire to live in that space of just being, I guess, doing my best to that intersection between the hood, like anybody who's ever grew up in a hood, like a real life hood, like you know what it's like to have drive-bys in your neighborhood, you know what it's like to have your waters off, like the struggle. And that intersection of the struggle and entrepreneurship, especially in a cultural dynamic. That's what I'm getting at. And so I don't wish to pursue that anymore. I like being happy, and if that means any particular thing, I really don't give a swirly shit, because I have chosen to be happy. I have chosen to smile, even when it don't make sense, even when there's actually no reason that I can think of that I need to be smiling in this moment. I will snatch a smile out the sky if I have to, because I just don't desire that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that, because I'm very interested, very interested. As always, I'm Asa Leveaux, dreams and blessings.